Welcome to That's a Latte Film with your hosts, Rebecca and Erica. On this podcast, we will talk about some of our unpopular opinions on some popular films. So grab a cup of coffee, relax, and join us with her bottle of water. Disclaimer, some of the films we discuss may be explicit. We will try our best to keep it PG, but please beware before you watch the films, and there will be a lot of spoilers.
Yes, there will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies. Let's get started.
Well, hello.
Hello!
How has your morning been so far?
I woke up and I watched church online and, I had to wake up so early. I wanted to sleep in a little bit. Church doesn't start till 9 o'clock. But Chris called me at 6:45 and said that he was going to be over here at 7 a.m. to see me before work. And I was like, okay.
Oh my God.
And it was the worst because Odie, my dog, was all snuggled up on me and his head was right here and I was all comfy. And I had to get up early. And I just wanted to take a nap, but I work at 4 o'clock on this fine day,
Yeah. Happy
a lovely time.
I mean, but tell the people you got a new job.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I got a new job. I no longer work at the Hut for Pizza. I work at Cold Stone Creamery now. And let me tell you that job is difficult. You be thinking that it's going to be easy because it's just ice cream. But it is difficult. You need to build muscle to work that job because you got to bend over and scoop out the ice cream and then slap it on the Cold Stone and mix it. And you do that for hours straight. And then I also have to memorize all their ice cream creations, and there's 31. So my boss quizzes me every day. I have to remember how much something is. But it's better. I like it better than my other job. It doesn't just frustrate me every day,
Right.
I just get the new job jitters every time I go because I don't know anybody yet.
That's how it always is, though.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's
yeah. Also, it's a bunch of children that I work with,
Children?
Yeah, they're 16, and it's it's ice cream shops. You hire kids.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are my age, but I haven't met them yet. I think I'm going to meet them today.
Okay.
But I the rest of them that I've worked with, I can just tell that they are children. But they work. People work hard at this job, which I appreciate. Because my previous job, it was okay, but it was just they get frustrated every day. But at this job, it's work or go home, which I love. Because I want to get it done. I want to go home.
Yeah.
And I want to go home on time. And this job, they value that. So I appreciate it very much.
Amazing. Yeah. That's good. Every time I go to Cold Stone, I get pretty good service. So that's that's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Getting out of the
tired though.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Well, so guys, today we are talking about another popular film that also has a lot of controversy, I think, just because they love the series so much. So it's kind of we're so loyal to this group of characters.
Yeah.
How dare we not like the story at least a little bit? How dare we?
Yeah.
So loyal, but also it's really not that great. It's really not.
Yeah. I honestly didn't want to watch it because I had seen it previously and I was like, could I get by? But I was I saw it whenever it came out. So I don't even remember when it came out.
Yeah, true. It's kind of recent.
I know it's in the last 3 years because I saw it when we went to go visit Beacon, and we weren't living there. I saw it when they opened up the new movie theater in Beacon, and that's where I saw it.
Okay, yeah, so it is pretty recent then.
Yeah.
Pretty recent. Yeah, so if you guys don't know what we're talking about yet, which you probably don't know because we weren't very specific or give any clues, but the movie we're talking about today is Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Now, the series in general, there's a lot of controversy because I've heard people have the audacity to say that Toy Story 2 is the better movie of the series. And I am extremely offended over this because I was raised on Toy Story, on the first one, and I think the first one is the best. And everybody else is like, it's so creepy. The baby is so scary. Like the animation, like
I know.
My dreams, and I'm like, no. I know like every line in that movie. Like I love that movie.
Yeah, you do.
I do. And then
I can see how people can say the second one. I don't really have an opinion. I like all of them. I do like the first one because it's the original, you know. But I can see how people would say the second one because that's when like Jesse's introduced and Bullseye and
Yeah. I mean, I love Toy Story 2 though.
Is Toy Story 2 the one with the toy store?
Yeah,
that's good. It's a good movie. You know,
it is good.
But it's just Toy Story. The first one is just the OG. You know.
Yeah, I'm like
Buzz is introduced. So
I also heard somebody have the audacity to say that Toy Story 3 was the best movie out of the series.
And they're dragging it because no. I mean, that one's good. That one is very good.
Yes. No, it is good.
However, you can't say it's better than the first one.
Right.
There wouldn't be a Toy Story 3 without a Toy Story.
I was like, with Bonnie being introduced? Absolutely not.
But then you got Lotso Hugging Bear. You know? Yeah. Which I have one. I don't know where he is. I do have a Lotso Hugging Bear. I think it's in my closet.
Didn't he smell like strawberries?
Yes, he still does in his stomach.
Really?
I should have found it before we started it.
I mean,
or it could be in the loft. I know Sarah might have used it for her birthday party when it was Disney themed, so I honestly don't know where it is.
Yeah, maybe.
But it does still smell like strawberries. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I did love how they made him look so cute, and yet he's so evil.
Even when I had him, when I had the bear, I was like, I don't even want to hug you. You were mean, but you just smell real good. Yeah.
You're rude. You're so rude.
I do like that movie. That one is good.
The third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. So the first one to the third one, I love. Like I love the series, but like if I literally order it 1, 2, and 3, like I love the first one and I love the second one, but I like it second to the first one, and then the third one is just last. Like I like it a lot, but I don't appreciate that Andy had to give his toys away to little Miss Bonnie, who didn't deserve them. So,
oh, you don't like Bonnie. I get the vibe that you don't like Bonnie. Okay.
I do not like Bonnie. I don't know.
She's just a little girl.
Why couldn't they have chosen a different child? Like,
what the heck? Why are you attacking this poor child?
We're gonna drag Bonnie today. I do not like her.
Why?
Andy is the original child, and he should have kept them for his children. I don't know what.
But Erica, the point of Toy Story, and they repeat this constantly, is that whatever kids you have, you love that kid no matter what, and you protect that kid and you comfort them. It doesn't matter what kid it is.
No. That's their loyalty. They know that's the Toy Story creed. Okay, they know what their job is. Okay.
Then why are you hating on Bonnie?
No.
What did Bonnie do?
They didn't choose to be given to Bonnie though. That's the thing. Andy should have chosen the right child to get the toys, and then they can love whoever they're given to, because that is their job. That is their job.
So you specifically just don't like Bonnie?
I don't like Bonnie. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's how they introduced her, because she's in that dang daycare that those kids were just wild and obnoxious. I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah, I think she's tainted to you, because I don't think Bonnie's that bad. She's just a kid.
I can't with her. But anyway.
You know what? You're kind of biased, because you still have toys you have from when you were a kid. So like you're just projecting that onto Toy Story. Because I know you still have your Luna and Molly doll.
Why are you putting me on the spot like this?
I need to buy it because you still have your toys from when you were little.
Hold on. I'll be back.
Yeah. Exactly. Guys, don't listen to her. She's attacking the poor cartoon child that was drawn on a piece of paper.
Okay. All right. So, if any of you are familiar with the big comfy couch,
yeah, exactly. Erica's had those her entire life. Luna and Molly,
clown and her
dolly on a big comfy couch.
I'm just gonna hold them right here.
Okay.
While we talk about this.
Comforting, huh?
I've been forced to hide them because my roommate is terrified of clowns.
That's funny.
So when I brought them home and I was so excited, I was like, guys, she was like, what are those?
They are a little creepy. Like if we're talking about Toy Story and like toys coming alive, those would be creepy if they came alive.
Like Lunette, okay, but like Molly, look at her little belly button though.
I don't think I have any toys from when I was a kid. I think I just got hand-me-downs from you and Sarah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I probably do. We have those buckets of toys we used to have in the attic. Like some of those are mine, yeah. But I don't really remember.
Oh my gosh.
I know I have a gigantic Nemo in here.
You do?
That I do have, yeah.
We could have brought out our toys for this. Also, I have a little Stitch over there and a Mickey Mouse.
A Stitch and a Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, just hanging out.
I don't know where my Lotso Hugging Bear is. I have a pillow pet.
Bring it. Us as adults. Always a child. You can't see their face. That's rude. Okay. He's gigantic.
Yeah, and look, he even has a lucky fin.
Aw, that's so cute.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't even introduced, like, we haven't even said the name of, like, or the description of the movie.
You know what? Go ahead. I'm gonna find Lotso Hugging Bear.
Okay. So, okay, guys. So, Toy Story 4. Right. The description that I found from Google is Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest of the gang embark on a road trip with Bonnie and a new toy named Forky. The adventurous journey turns into an unexpected reunion as Woody's slight detour leads him to his long-lost friend, Bo Peep. As Woody and Bo discuss the old days, they soon start to realize that they're worlds apart when it comes to what they want from life as a toy. I forgot how big he is. Dang.
He's quite large.
Yeah.
He does smell like strawberries still.
That's crazy. You've had that for so long.
I got it for one of my birthdays, like when the movie came out.
Dang.
But he even has like a sinister look on his face.
I know. Look at him. I would never want that, like, just out in the open. Like,
yeah, it was in the corner in the loft.
I'd have him as a defender, though. I'd be like, okay, you need to watch, everybody. Me as a child.
Yeah. He do be smelling good though.
He looks so dirty though. Look at him. He needs a thorough washing.
No, this is the way he comes.
Really?
And he comes that color.
Oh, interesting.
To show how dirty he is. He was never actually
played with. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just his color. Anybody play with his doll. It'd be scary.
Fixing Molly's hair. Okay, so back on track.
Anyways.
So as you can see, I genuinely love Toy Story. But then Toy Story 3, I remember when it came out, and it was like, we thought it was over, right? And the last scene, you're literally crying because you think they're about to go into some fire, first of all. Yeah. So you're already crying. They're like hugging each other, like, we're about to die. Hands,
like they're ready to die.
Literally. They're like, okay, we're gonna be all right. It's gonna be fine. And then they are fine, and then you get hit again with more drama because then Andy is going away to college and he decides to give away his toys to Bonnie, and now they have a whole new life with Bonnie. And you're like I was just like, what? No, that's Andy's toys. What's happening?
Poor child. If only she knew how much you hated her.
I feel like I'm not the only one. I feel like
child.
There's a group of us who are not okay with Bonnie.
I guess.
But anyway, so then Toy Story 4 was introduced, and I was like,
yeah, it definitely was not needed.
Like, I didn't need a story about them with Bonnie. Like, I knew they had moved on. I was like, I don't really care. But they did it.
The plot of the movie. You know how Toy Story is usually funny? Like, they have some good jokes in there. This one, I think they tried really hard to be funny with those two fluff toys that they got from the carnival. But it wasn't funny enough. You know? And like the only part that was funny was Forky.
Yes. So okay. So I appreciated that they included Forky in there because of his existential crisis about whether or not he was a toy or trash. Like, that
he was like, I am a spork. I'm a fork. I was made for soups. No, he's a spork. So I was like, I'm a spork. I was made for soups. Sometimes he's a soups. Or something about chili. He's like, sometimes a good chili. But I am trash.
Like, that part is probably the only part that I actually laugh at, because then Woody is so dedicated to making Bonnie happy that he's like, okay, I saw Bonnie, she made Forky as a toy, so we need to like treat him as a toy. And Forky's like, no, I'm trash, and he keeps trying to run into the trash can.
Yeah.
That part is so funny.
And then Woody asked him, he's like, why do you like the trash so much? He's like, what's up with you and trash? And Forky's like, it's warm. It's cozy. It makes me feel safe.
Like, so good, man. So good. And people are like, wow, relatable. Like, I can relate to Forky so much.
Yeah.
And like, but Woody's just like, no. And everybody else is like, just let him go into the trash then. Like, that's where he wants to be.
But Woody's dedication to making Bonnie happy.
Dedicated. Yeah, he's like, no, listen, he's a toy now. He's one of us.
Yeah.
He's a fork, but he's a toy. So funny. That's probably the only part that I genuinely like in the movie.
Yeah, the rest of the movie, I mean, I like that the whole movie is that Bonnie goes to kindergarten, she gets scared, so she buys a toy Forky. Then they go on a road trip, and Forky jumps out the window, and Woody follows him, and so that now they're lost, and they find their way to an antique shop. And in the beginning of the movie, they show that Bo Peep was given away.
Yeah.
So he finds Bo Peep in an antique shop, and this antique shop has a creepy doll.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I hate when they turn their heads around. When they're like, they go like this, and then like their body is so like floppy too. Like they move so weird. I'm like, this is creepy.
So like then they get into the antique shop, and Woody has voice box. So like that the little girl, I forgot her name's Gabby. Her voice box doesn't work, so she tries to steal Woody's. And then she steals Forky. And so Woody has to go back and get Forky because he's dedicated to making Bonnie happy.
Yeah.
That's really what the movie is.
Literally, the whole time they're trying to rescue Forky.
Yeah.
To make sure that he's Bonnie's toy, to make Bonnie happy.
Yeah. And then Buzz is trying to rescue Woody at the same time. But Buzz doesn't really know what to do.
You barely see Buzz too in the movie.
Yeah, and the only time you see him is like he's trying to listen to his inner voice, so he's just pressing his buttons to figure out what to do.
Oh yeah, listen to your inner voice.
Yeah, and so it would tell him like, "Space Ranger, let's go," or "Go home," or whatever. So like he's trying to save them. Bo Peep is now a lost toy, and she loves it. She loves not having a kid. I mean, the movie's good. Like, I watched it the first time, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel like watching it again.
Yeah. So. Like, if the movie, I'll probably, like, only watch clips from it. But, like, watching the full movie is a bit much for me. Like, I like the story of Bo Peep. I like how they, like, because you do see, like, it says in the description, like, that Bo Peep and Woody have completely different like ideas of what it is to be a toy and stuff. So like she just wants to be free. She wants to be like a stray toy basically. She doesn't want to belong to a kid. And then Woody is so dedicated. Like he's still like, whatever person I am given to, like I am their toy. I'm here to make them happy, whatever, you know? So like I thought that was really cute. But like Bo Peep, I did not like her new look. And I know people, like, there's so many people that are like, no, I like it because, you know, she's a strong, independent woman now. And she doesn't have to wear a dress. And I'm like, but she's a toy. Like, she's an antique toy. Yeah. Like, that was her original look. So how did she change her look?
I guess they're just trying to show, like, yeah, she's a lost toy. She's gone through it a little bit. Like,
rogue.
Yeah, she now lives on the streets. Yeah, you know, like they're just trying to show that like she's not taken care of. She has to take care of herself.
Yeah, run with a dress on, with a skirt. She has to wear pants. Like,
guess so.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I was like, I mean, I don't know. Like that was cool. One of the things that one of my roommates pointed out was that the animation in that was crazy too. Like how they've upgraded because they like you can actually see that she's a porcelain doll.
Yeah,
like,
she's shiny.
Yeah, she's shiny. So like that's crazy because in the first movie you don't see that. It's very like she's very matte, you know.
Yeah.
But in this one they worked on that.
Yeah, they did.
They worked hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a great movie.
I don't have anything like against it like you do, like a personal vendetta against Bonnie or whatever. But like I didn't hate the movie. I just don't ever want to watch it again. Like I've seen it 3 times total in my life, and I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
they eventually like they get Forky back to Bonnie because you know Bonnie's freaking out because she needs it to go to kindergarten, but Woody's thing is like the whole thing of the movie is that Woody's now like he's kind of played out. Like Bonnie doesn't really play with him anymore, and he doesn't feel like he has a purpose, and he misses Andy, you know. And like now Gabby wants his
Bonnie.
voice box. Huh?
Rude. You know, she doesn't play with him anymore.
Oh,
he has a purpose anymore. Dang, Bonnie.
Anyways. So she Gabby really wants Woody's voice box. So like ultimately like he says, okay, just leave me Forky, give me Forky, and I'll give you my voice box. She gets his voice box, and she tries to play with this girl that she's been wanting to play with in the antique shop. The girl picks her up, and it's just like, nah, I don't want to play with her. And so like then like now Woody's like, you can come live with Bonnie or whatever. So they finally they get together, like the whole gang's together, and they're trying to get Gabby to be with Bonnie, but Gabby finds this other girl in an alley that she can play with. So that girl takes Gabby home. So that's a cute part. The thing with this movie is that I felt like it dragged on for how it ended. It dragged on, you know, like there were way too many, like the toys influenced how the family did stuff way too much.
Yeah.
Like they had way too much pull and what would happen. And I was like, this is not realistic, you know?
Because like at least in the other films, it was more like they would just be real, like they're toys, you know, like they're not gonna do that. But with the scene that they're like actually pushing the gas pedal,
like, yeah, why wouldn't you see why wouldn't you? And like they would talk. They would talk while the parents were still in the truck. Like just because they're sitting in the back of the truck, the toys would speak and move. And like when they would see the parents, they would fall. But like usually it's when they leave the room. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So like it was way too coincidences and way too many coincidences in this movie. So it's not like I hated it. It's just they did the most for this one.
So the other day when I was watching it this time, I was watching it with one of my roommates. And so the part that what do you find, because you know how Gabby she wants the what do you call it? The voice box from Woody. And then he actually like gives it to her, and they so because the whole story about her is that she was never loved and all she's wanted is just to have a bond with the child. She just wants to have that. So they hear that story and they feel really bad. Like it goes from them seeing her as like evil to now they see her backstory and they feel bad. Like, oh, maybe as a child, as a friend, she'll be nice again, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'm so mean for this. But the part that she has a voice box and she's in the like wherever she's at, and then some child in the antique shop passes by and sees her and like uses the voice box and hears her, you know, her voice, whatever. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, like this is her moment. She's finally she has a child now. And like everybody's happy watching, and like the music is like rising, like it's about to be a great moment. And I'm just watching. And she's like admiring the doll, and then literally just throws her to the side and like doesn't want anything to do with her.
Doesn't even put her back where she picked her up from, just throws her in a box.
Literally, like that part made me laugh. I was dying at that part because I was like, that's literally how it is though. Like kids are just so like they don't really care. Like
that had me thinking like when you go to Target, right? And you're just walking around the toy section and like you pick up a toy and you're looking at it, and those toys are probably, if this was like in real life, those toys are getting excited. They're like, I want to go home, and you just put them back on the shelf. You know,
like nah, like that's what the girl did. She was like, nah, and just keeps running away. And the girl's like,
in my head, I was like, if I was Woody, I'd be so pissed. I was like, I just gave her my voice box for what?
What?
For
she
what?
actually get the kid finally, but like that part cracked me up. I was dead. And like my roommate loves Gabby. She was like, "You're so mean." She's like, "Stop laughing at her. That's funny.
Oh heck no.
Oh,
They'd be creepy. And like the fact that like when the girl in the antique shop, she was sitting in like a little tea like table or whatever. And like it's creepy, like that they don't find it weird, but like all of a sudden Gabby goes off. Because she pulls her own string. So it's like she's sitting in a quiet room and all of a sudden the dog goes off. Like I would think that's mad creepy, you know? And then, like, again, when Gabby finally gets her kid, she's in an alley and she's randomly sitting next to a stack of hay. And, like, then the kid just thinks it's okay to bring that doll home. Heck no. They're like, leave that doll there. Ain't nobody know why it's in an alley.
My God. Like, creepy by nature, yo.
Yeah, for real.
And then she wonders why no child wants to play with her. I'm like,
well, I think it's a defect, but nah, you're just a creepy doll.
It's scary, yeah. Oh, Toy Story 4, yeah. I don't know. Thankfully, I haven't heard anyone say that Toy Story 4 is better than any other Toy Story movie. So at least it's like, it's only the first three that people are like, yeah, there's that debate, you know? But the fourth one doesn't even, it's not even relevant. People are like,
nobody even dares to say.
Like, I love Forky. I think he's a great add to at least they made a good character. Like,
yeah,
you know, but everything else, I was like,
yeah, I really could have done without the fourth one.
Yeah. And they could have done Forky, like, as a maybe short film.
Yeah.
You know, and like that would have been funny. Like, just, you know, just for a little adventure with them. Yeah. But a whole movie?
I mean, in the end, you know, like, Woody then finally decides that he's gonna go with Bo and travel and be a lost toy, not have a kid because you know it's just time or whatever. Like in the end, I did get a little because you know Buzz tells him she's gonna be okay, and then he's like Bonnie will be okay, and like telling him you can go, and now Buzz is in charge. Woody gives Jesse his sheriff little star thing. Like it's sad. It really is sad. Like now he's gone. And like what really made me sad is like Buzz goes to infinity and while they're driving away and they go back to Woody and he goes and beyond. Oh, I want to cry. I was like, oh.
I was like, why do you have to do that to me? I like how they at least tried to give Woody a happy ending because like he's like they probably thought like, man, Woody has given his whole life to other children and he never got his love life. Like he never got, like, Bo Peep is gone.
Yeah.
You know, we need to give Woody his love life. So finally him and Bo Peep. And then Buzz has Jessie, but like they're in the same place, so like it's fine.
Buzz is now leader of the whole toy crew.
Now he's the leader. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. So sad. Yeah, I was like, how dare they make me cry for 2 movies? The third and the fourth. That's rude.
Yeah.
But it's not the best. Yeah. That's Toy Story 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of That's a Latté Film. I hope you guys agree with us. But if you don't, that's okay too. You can let us know in the comments on our Facebook page. That's a Latté Film. And you can share pictures if you have any toys from your childhood in your house. Share pictures with us. That'll be super cute.
It would.
I might
let us know.
Yeah, I might start a thread on Facebook and just be like, hey, you know, we shared our toys. Share yours.
Because Erica used to be on the floor during Comfy Couch. During the clock time.
There's like, so many people who would do that. So many people.
It's okay, I would do it too, but I remember Erica doing it. Okay.
She used to invite you. She'd be like, join me. We're gonna do a little clock exercise. And you're like, I have to do it. Not even just me, but my cousin Caleb. Caleb would do it too. We both on the floor doing the you had the hands and it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Okay. I like the Comfy Couch.
It's so cute. Yeah. I like it too. But so keep an eye out for that thread. We might be doing that. But yeah, like our Facebook page. We also have, because this podcast is under the branch of Maldonado Creative. So as I said last time, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Maldonado Creative, or you can follow us on Instagram on the Maldonado Creative page. And we will share more information with you there, or any other new things we might be doing in the future. Who knows? But for now, we have the podcast. And on YouTube, we share the visual podcast. So you can actually like see us.
You'll see our toys.
You'll see our toys. Yeah. So thank you so much. If you've been listening up to this point, you guys are the real MVPs. We appreciate you. And yeah, keep watching, keep listening. So have a great day, guys.
Bye.
Here we go.
Oh, that's really good.
Will you snap out of it and get me some more coffee?
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies.